Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to my instant match reaction to Everton's hammering off Wolverhampton Wanderers. I say hammering, I can't really give you the exact score because I've turned it off with about 7 minutes to go. It was 3-0 at the time I turned it off, but judging by the way we're playing, it'll probably be 4, maybe even 5 by the time the final whistle goes. But I just couldn't tolerate any more of it. It was just depressing me, and I can't begin to tell you how miserable I feel right now. I've just had enough of Everton, certainly for the rest of this season. I don't know how I can take any kind of positivity out of that performance. It was just a disgrace. We tweaked it for the first half. We had like a 3 at the back. Not a lot came of that. We were holding them quite well, but we gave away a soft penalty on the stroke of half time. Raul Jimenez converts that, and we go in the break a goal down. Change it to the 4-4-2, and since then we've conceded 2 more goals. Gylfi Sigurdsson's been a disgrace again. Tom Davies has been abysmal. Iwobi's come on, he's not doing very well. Everybody's been awful, really. It's just, even the strikers, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, couldn't get in the game, but didn't really try very much to get into the game, so I can't really say they've been fantastic either. Jarrett Brantwaite came off the bench at half-time and instantly gave away a free kick, which led to the second goal, so we're talking like Jonathan Woodgate levels of debuts there, so you know, this is how, when you talk about embarrassing Everton performances, this has got to be right up there. I'm just so done with Everton at the moment. I mean, you can say how you might feel good because Carlo's in charge or whatever, but I just can't see any source of optimism. This is the same thing we were seeing under Sam Allardyce, if not worse. I don't care who the manager is. We've still got the same toxic players, and I don't know how long it's going to be till that changes. I don't know whether the summer people talk about maybe 1 or 2 signings to transform the team, and it's just not going to happen. I can't see any reason why I can get optimistic about Everton right now. That performance is one of the worst I've ever seen, and that's saying something. It's just horrible to see. I know it's a cliche, the whole on the beach thing, when a season peters out and there's nothing to play for, but there's just no pride in these players. They just don't care about this club. They're not giving anything for us as fans, and I feared this when the football resumed after lockdown, that without the fans, the players will motivate themselves, and that's glaringly obvious now. Nothing to play for, no one in the ground to scrutinise them. They just don't care. And if they don't care, why the hell should I? It's an absolute farce. And I just can't take any more of it this season, to be honest with you. It's just, I've never felt this low about Everton. I mean, I thought that the lowest point of my Everton support in life would be watching Sam Allardyce in charge, and yet somehow here we are. This has all the hallmarks of David Moyes' second season when we lost the last 6 games and ended up 17th. I mean, it's not possible for us to end up that low this season, but it's very possible that we could lose all of our games, even with Aston Villa and Bournemouth, 2 of the worst teams in the league on paper. I think we're worse than them. I think this team is an absolute joke, and we're in for a very, very hard season next year, even with a couple of signings. I think everyone needs to take the rose-tinted specs off, because this team is an absolute joke. And even with a manager as good as Carlo Ancelotti, you can't solve everything. I can't say anything positive right now, and I certainly can't bring myself to harp on about this game much more, because it's just making me really, really miserable. For the sake of my mental well-being, I probably won't bother watching any of the other 3 games we've got left. I want the season over right now, to be honest. Um, yeah, there's not much more I can say on this performance without bursting into tears, to be honest, because it's just, I just can't take much more of being embarrassed by Everton Football Club anymore. It's just, you think they can't possibly stoop to an even lower level, and they constantly do. And these players, not one of them cares about the club. So, like I said before, why in God's name should I? So, yeah, there you go, guys. Everton get whacked again without even the slightest bit of interest in trying to do anything about it. Apathy's clearly set in the squad, and apathy's most at best has set in my mind. So I'll leave you at that. I won't want to depress you anymore, and I think the sooner we all forget about this game, the better for all of our sakes. So yeah, just let us know what you think in the comments. Drop us a comment below. Give this video a like if you dare. Subscribe if you want to torture yourself even more, because let's be honest, that's all that supporting Everton is right now, is torture. Yeah, and there you go, guys. Thank you for tuning in on the Toffee Blues. I'll see you later.